Just imagine, you're waiting for the train way home, and then suddenly, this happened.
What the hell is going on? Am I dead?
And this is how the story ends, right? No, it gets way more creepier than that. Time stops and suddenly, random people starts talking to you. And even a pigeon at some point. Now, this is way different from the common reincarnation trope that we are all used to by now. Speaking of common tropes, where did the protagonist reincarnated to? A fantasy world with useless bitches. A fantasy world and become a hero. A fantasy world and become a loser? If your answer is E, none of the choices, then you are correct. Because this time, the protagonist was transported to a war-infested country with a pinch of magic. Now rejoice, Otaku Army, because I have some big news for you. Because this dude, with the power of God, turns into a very sweet little girl.
And they're looking gorgeous for us.
Do they realize that I am the personification of horror and despair? I guess at the end of the day, it's all part of the job. Hello there, everyone! Hello there, everyone! Dearest Lord, I'm going to slice you into tiny chunks of flesh and feed you to the dog!
The Fatherland welcomes you to the Empire, where you can live in peace and harmony by invading every single neighboring countries. Yet God hates you. Be the greatest soldier of the Empire, yet God hates you. Climb the ranks and become a hero of the Empire, yet God still hates you. So why did God hates this salaryman's guts so much? Then it's time to know more about our protagonist. This is our guy, a superb salaryman, always basing his decisions with logic, doesn't believe in supernatural things.
Impossible. I'm a rational person. I believe in logic and reason, not in God's existence.
His job is to remove unproductive employees, and he's great doing it.
I've spent my entire career making sure I'm invaluable to the company, unlike this underachieving nobody who won't be missed. Logically, there's no reason to keep you in our employment. At this point, you're nothing but a waste of space.
Then one of the employees takes revenge by pushing him to the train rails. And God stopped time and tried to make him realize of his wrong ways. But since he doesn't believe in supernatural things, God got butthurt and punished him.
Besides, why should I trust you? Hypothetically, if God did exist, I doubt he'd do anything this absurd to get a point across. So you must be someone else.
Like the devil?
Or perhaps something similar. I think I'll call you Being X.
But you guessed it, transporting him to another world where he will be tested and put into bad and mostly unfair situations.
Thanks to being X, I found myself in another world. I was reborn as a baby girl who'd been abandoned at an old rundown nunnery. My new home reminded me of a certain European nation from my own world. It was obvious to me that a large-scale conflict was inevitable, and I feared that it would be impossible for a poor, powerless little girl to survive.
And that's basically how the story goes. The dynamics between Tanya and the butthurt god, excuse me for that, makes the show so fun to watch. Which makes me sympathize with her. Come on dude, he's just doing his job in his past life. Even though he enjoyed it so much, at the very least, he's not firing employees beyond logic. So I get why Tanya hates God so much. Another great thing about this anime is none other than combat. Aerial gunfights, no spaceship needed. I just wish there's a game that lets us experience this amazing mixture of military guns and magic. There's also some bits of comedy here and there.
In accordance with international law, it's my job to inform you that you are about to come under attack.
This is amazing, Major. Your childish voice has them all thinking this is just a prank.
What a believable performance. I didn't know you'd had acting lessons, ma'am.
So don't forget to check if there's a post-credit scene because they are golden. And that's the Saga of Tanya the Evil anime is. Great fights, great dialogues, and the best expression of meltdowns in anime. This is Free Rent, signing off. Thank you so much for watching.
Lord, I'm going to slice you into tiny chunks of flesh!